And today I will be doing my pitch on the movie The Spy. Yes, okay, here are all the pictures that are related, and here's my film logo, well, production logo. Well, here's synopsis. So, basically, Russian spy steals a hard drive containing a file containing all the MI6 agents, and Russian spies poisoning them one by one through a list. And K.O. Asher, who is the protagonist of this film, is next on the list, and only he can stop this Russian spy. And will he? That's only if you watch the production. Um, Here's the schedule. This is like my progress for what I'm going to do over the weeks, and when I'll start filming, when I'm going to start doing pre-production, like building sets, and yeah. Mhm. So here, similar productions. Well, the reason why I think Skyfall's similar production to mine is because the hard drive sort of thing is sort of like similar to mine. They both use hard drives, but in Skyfall, it's a former agent that's gone rogue who's targeting MI6 agents and that commit cyber terrorist attacks. But in my film, it's a Russian spy who steals a hard drive and working with the Russian intelligence and targeting MI6 agents. Yeah, yeah. So that's pretty much it. Arrow season 1. Well, the reason why is, despite it being a superhero show, the synopsis is that that Oliver Queen, who plays the Green Arrow, um, returns to Star City. That's a fictional city with a list of names, so able to rewrite his father's dying wish. But instead, the reason why I think this is similar is because, like, instead of the instead of an antagonist targeting people on a list, it's actually the protagonist. So yeah, yeah. Okay, moving on. Character profiles. Cal Lazarus Asher, who is the protagonist. So he's an MI6 agent on the case tracking down this Russian spy who is killing agents from a stolen hard drive. He is the spy's next target, but he does not know about it, obviously. He speaks with like an East sort of Londonish accent. He is a casual smoker because he thinks that can help him like with his investigation. So he's pretty old fashioned in a sense. So yeah, he does have a sort of autistic sort of setting to himself. He's sort of antisocial, but not antisocial, and he is known as taking the note taker. So I looked at various old productions like Inspector Calls, Pygmalion, remind me of the detectives and that sort of in those sort of movies. And Gary Allen, yeah, student from the University of Cambridge. He's currently studying forensics. He's a forensic scientist. Uh, Comes across a bit nerdy, but I had to change that in my production. So yeah, in the script, he is working with the doctors at the hospital. So yeah, he is short compared to Carl. He speaks with, he's not speaking with an American accent, even though it says that, because I had to change that. Okay, moving on. Joan, okay, also known as Inspector Joan Lance, a detective. She is like close friends with Cal Lazarus Asher. Cal Lazarus Asher is the protagonist, so they're like companions. So she's like um, Watson in Sherlock, if you think about it. Um, yeah, she like accompanies him on most of his investigations. So you could like think of her like as another version of Dr. Watson in Sherlock. Um, Yeah, she's dressed smart, casual, and is very tall. She does not like the smell of cigarettes on Cal. Understandable. But she's good friends with him. She speaks with like a north sort of Londonish accent. Yeah, yeah. Jodie Coleman. So moving on, Jodie Coleman is a nurse operating in the hospital. She is the Russian spy in the film, but she's working so closely with these agents, and yeah, Yeah. More character profiles is Agent. So Agent, former British spy, he's the sort of patient at the beginning of the film who dies, was poisoned, so we don't know much about him. Police officer, he's operating at the crime scene. He's encountered by Cal during the investigation. Yeah, he speaks with a North English, dresses like in a suit. Yeah, okay. Oh, here my target audience. So we looked at the minority of 16 to 24-year-olds because that's what my production's aimed at. Yeah, yada yada yada. This is like my primary research. So which device do you use to stream from? So the majority said movies and videos on smartphones. Not many stream from TVs and computers, considering the age group. So, what is your favourite genre of film? So, the majority said comedy was their favourite genre of film, which is understandable. Well, a lot of people said they watch animations from 10 to 20 minutes. Some preferably say there's 5 or less minutes, like because it's stop motion. So, and people say they stream animations monthly. Some say not at all. So it's the majority, but mainly the quarter of my audience do state that they stream it monthly. Okay, moving on. A lot of people are familiar with the term of dystopian future. This was like a survey from my previous project because I had to change it due to controversial reasons. Some stated it wasn't very appealing, and some people said to be very careful. Okay, let's move on. Okay, secondary research. Well, basically, Skyfall is part of the James Bond sort of film series. Basically, a hard drive is stolen by a terrorist group. This terrorist group is targeting MI6 agents from the hard drive and commit cyber terrorist attacks on MI6 buildings. A former agent has gone rogue. The story is similar to my production because, like the Russian spy, they both target spies from a source of information. Well, Sherlock is a readaptation of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's novel series Sherlock Holmes, set in the present day. Dr. Watson is a former soldier who fought in Afghanistan and works with Holmes on his crime investigations in London. Uh, Sherlock is a very eccentric character, like Cal, with Asperger's, and has a companion. So, like I said about Joan Watson and no, not Joan Watson, Joan Lance, working with Cal Lazarus. Yeah, okay. So here's my secondary research. Um, like explain the death of an ex-Russian spy. This was like really recent on the news, so it gave me a opportunity to make a film based along those lines. And here is death of Alexander Leventico. Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce his name. Yeah, yeah. Um, so like these are like all these news articles I've just been looking at because that's what my production's sort of based on, like spies, Russia, people fearing that side of the world at the moment, people entering into a new Cold War. Okay, mood board. So we got pictures of Cold War, former Russian spy, pictures of James Bond, crime investigation, guns, cigarettes, because Cal smokes. Here's the cast, crew. Quite as you can see, a very massive crew. Massive crew. So we got scriptwriter, who's me, Alexander Wetton. Then all the way to set design. So I'm like directing, camera operating, film to lighting, set design, models. They're all me. Soundtrack and sound effects editor is Julian Portinari, and this is the rest of the cast. I'm playing I'm playing a couple of characters. I'm playing the patient, the sniper, and the robotic voice, and also song by Transporter, also known to Julian Portinari. Yeah. And here are all the shots. So we got POV. Can't obviously thinking now. I can't really incorporate this into a stop motion, including a tracking shot. We got high angle shot. Obviously, I can do that. Extreme close ups, possibly. Yeah. Over shoulders, yeah, possibly. Close ups, yeah, definitely. Okay. Thank you for watching this video. Remember, yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that you've watched this pitch. Thank you.